We appreciate that you are here, that you have taken the time out to be on this call. I believe you will find the information shared very helpful. My name is Clinton Daly, and I will be your host for tonight's call. Also, we'll be joining us Mr. Christopher Thomas. And at this time, I'm inviting you to check the participant list and see if all your invited guests are here. Tonight, we are dealing with a very important topic, and we would like for all of your guests to be on so that they can get the information forthwith. Also, I would like you to drop in the chat where you are calling in from, which part of the world you are calling in from, and who invited you if you're a guest. Please go to the chat, drop where you're coming from, who invited you, and where you're calling from. Already we have Yvonne Sherwood coming out of Linstead. Welcome, Yvonne. Welcome, everyone. Stephanie, everybody. We thank you for joining us. Okay, Prime Life Health presents Sunday Night Health and Wellness Seminar. Using natural organic mushroom-based products to improve your health. And this week's topic is type 2 diabetes. Reverse diabetes and its symptoms naturally. So we are going to focus on how we can reverse diabetes and the symptoms affected or are related to diabetes, how we can, rid of them naturally. Type 2 diabetes is affecting millions of people worldwide. And the effects of diabetes have negatively impacted the quality of life of many. These includes overweight, it includes amputation, blindness, high blood pressure, stroke, and even death. Let me tell you that this disease, if identified, can be managed and even reversed. And awareness followed with appropriate actions may also prevent the development of type 2 diabetes. Tonight, you will hear how you can likely reverse diabetes and its effects naturally through the use of natural organic mushroom-based products, along with important acts that you would need to take. Diabetes is real. And if you believe that diabetes is real, drop the number 7 in the chat. If you know someone who is right now struggling with diabetes, please drop the number 7 in the chat. There we go. There we go. Diabetes is real. Okay, the numbers are climbing. That means you are getting the participant on call. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our presenter. He is a health and wellness coach out of Jamaica. This gentleman has been helping people across Jamaica, the Caribbean, and the world improving their overall health, thereby living their best life. He has equipped himself with the necessary information that I know is going to change your life tonight. You are going to be very well informed and in a better position to take appropriate action to improve your health. He is no other than Mr. Christopher Thomas, a diamond leader and a remarkable team leader. Help me welcome to tonight's presentation Mr. Christopher Lion Thomas. Mr. Thomas, are you there, sir?
Yes, Yes, sir. I am here, very much present. Sir Clinton, thank you so much for co-partnering with me this evening, along with Lady Solin out of Guyana. Thank you very much. Welcoming our many guests. Thank you also for introducing, to our guests the reason why we have gathered here this evening. And thank you also for introducing me to these great people. I look at the participants, see the numbers are climbing. We have hordes of great human beings here, some diabetic, some are here in representation of persons who are diabetic. And for that, we are thirsty for knowledge. People are thirsty for information. People wants to know their best options are. And so as a result of that, it is indeed my distinct pleasure to be sharing on this platform this evening with all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 60 of us present at this point in time. And I'm very much sure that everybody here knows somebody who is diabetic, or maybe, some of the symptoms of type 2 diabetes or type 1 diabetes. If you know those people and you really love and care about them, then you would want for them to be furnished with the information that we're going to be talking about this evening. Yes, it is very possible that we can reverse diabetes. No, none of these lifestyle diseases, ladies and gentlemen, are beyond reversing, and diabetes is one of those. It's a lifestyle illness. I'm happy to see all of you this evening. Thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedules to be with us this evening. You may be wondering this evening, what is it that would have caused us to be at this point where we're talking about health and wellness? Well, let me tell you a background to this thing, ladies and gentlemen. Approximately 3.5 years ago, I found myself in a situation where not only, I needed help, but there are several people within my environment that also required help. One such person being a neighbor of mine who, this particular neighbor, she walked around with a very large tummy. And when I say large, I mean like 15 months pregnant. That type of tummy was what she had. Interestingly, ladies and gentlemen, I came across a line of that, she used the product for not just losing the tummy, but also for diabetes. And to my amazement, the lady lost in no time, and her blood sugar was regulated. From that time until this day, I have been telling people about these amazing natural, organic, medicinal mushrooms that are helping people globally alleviate the threat, the danger of things like type 2 diabetes. And so, without any further ado, I'd like to acquaint us this evening with what is really type 2 diabetes. We are seeing that overproduction of insulin in the system, which are that when we consume foods that are rich in sugars and starch, these gets into the body where they are converted to glucose. The objective of the insulin that is released is to take these this glucose rather, and to actually transport it to our cells. When it gets to our cells, it is supposed to fuel the body as energy. Now, what happens is that from time to time, there is too much of the starches and sugars getting into the system. So therefore, you causes now the insulin to be working over time. And once it to work over time, then what will happen eventually is that the pancreas will lose its way. In other words, it will stop working. And once the pancreas has stopped working, then what you find is that you are developing this thing called diabetes mellitus. On the other hand, the individual whose body is not insulin at all, that person is stricken with type 1 diabetes. Suffice it to say that you have, a smaller amount of persons with type 1 diabetes as opposed to type 2. Type 2 seems to have a proliferation of individuals all across the world who are affected by this. Is predominantly a disease that is lifestyle driven. No common risk factors that are associated with type 2 diabetes, ladies and gentlemen, has to be being one of them. Now, according to the World Health Organization, approximately 285 million people are visually impaired globally, 75 which is attributed to type 2 diabetes. Now think about that for a minute. Is it about this diabetes that is so devastating that would cause somebody not just to have blurry vision, but to get to the point where the person is literally blind, right? This has to do now with the damage that is done to the blood vessels when the pancreas isn't working effectively, and then and that is now all this glucose that is into the system, just there doing absolutely nothing. It causes damage to the blood vessels. And when the blood vessels are damaged, especially those to the eyes, then you start to see some level of blurriness in your vision. Erectile dysfunction is another one. Again, that has to do with the damage that is done to the blood vessels. Kidney failure, same thing, damage to the blood vessels. And of course, the person who is really diabetic, not pre-diabetic, no, but the person who is fully diabetic, this person is now in a situation where if you have, let's say, a cut on any part of the body, particularly your foot, then of course that now becomes a challenge because you may have to amputate. I've seen several persons. In fact, when I just started talking about these products to people globally, or talk about health to people globally, there's a gentleman that is close to our death, and I spoke to him about it, and he wouldn't listen. To the point where he has now lost both limbs. That's it. When you become diabetic, it's a very terrible, terrible thing. Heart disease, again, all of show weaken significantly as a result of the. Now, here is food for thought. According to the World Health Organization, they are saying that right now in the world, we have approximately a billion adults that are diabetic. Imagine that for a minute. These are people 20 to 79, right? They are living with it. And the most interesting thing is that number has been doubled. The majority of people are unaware of their status because they are in the most of the diabetic phase. They're not yet fully diabetic, right? And so people have the symptoms, people have the situation, people's eyes are getting, people are having other challenges, erectile dysfunction, people are seeing where the kidney is struggling, people are seeing where, the frequent urination or the desire for liquid water, is just there, but they don't know because they have not had a test, right? Of course, approximately 1 in 2 adults living with diabetes, and this is undiagnosed. They're not sure that they have it. They don't know that they have it. Here in Jamaica, 1 in 8 Jamaicans, according to the statistics, are struggling with this problem. A lot of people are really, really suffering with this diabetes. And what we have seen is that the organization has projected that diabetes is no longer just a normal little lifestyle challenge that affects people. In fact, it has become the epidemic of the 21st century. They are now saying that diabetes will be the 7th cause of death by the year 2030. Now think about that for a minute. All these the conditions that are affiliated with this diabetes, ladies and gentlemen, is really, really, really worrying. But for us, we are happy that we invited you here this evening and that you duly obliged, because while you are cognizant of these facts that as it relates to diabetes, or even if you weren't aware and you are just being introduced to the information, we also want to introduce you to a possible solution. I say a possible solution because I know tons of people all across the earth that are, would have benefited tremendously from what we're going to be talking about. So we're going to talk about this evening, ladies and gentlemen, a line that we know, and the people here, there are persons here who can attest here, and you can attest to the fact that these products are actually helping people. Go to the chat and drop the number 7 in the chat. No, usually because of what it is, we recommend holistic medicine, and we're talking about medicinal mushrooms. And one of the first products that we normally recommend to our in this condition is that we usually recommend a detox. And some people may wonder, what's the correlation now between a detox and this diabetes thing? The truth of the matter is that while diabetes is that situation that is really a lifestyle driven base, and the amount of starch that you consume, sweets, etc., causing the pancreas to be not working. The fact of the matter is that is also a major contributor to the body slowing down significantly as well. And once there's too much in the body, what we find is that the system becomes a lot slower. It starts to expand, and when they start to expand, the system gets slow. The system gets slow. So the guy who was very athletic to develop a little tummy, and as a result of that, your system just start to slow down. With that slowing down, ladies and gentlemen, right there, your metabolism is in trouble, and that could be as a result of an over production or an overload of toxins in the body. Now, what we have seen is that people who detoxify their system from to release the toxins from the body and eliminate them through the various ways. Sweating, vomiting in some cases if it's the stomach area, defecation if it's the colon, of course, persons urination, very much people just urinate because the body is very, very toxic. I'm talking about persons who are using the product. Ladies and gentlemen, is unlike any that you would have used before, or that you would have experienced before. What makes it so unique is the fact that this product contains 12 amazing ingredients, 2 of which are organic materials. And what we have seen is that people who decide to take the risk, because it is a risk. I tell you that this is good, and you decide to use it, right? So it's actually a risk. So those persons who have taken the risk, what they are seeing is that they are seeing some significant changes on health. We are seeing persons who are saying that there was a time when the blood sugar was extremely high, but as a result of the product, they are now recognizing that there's a balance. It's closer to a balance than anything else. People are no longer feeling lethargic, are energetic. The body is just strong and full. And people, therefore, what you find is that the glucose in the body is being utilized, which of course is producing less pressure on people's pancreas. Right? And so therefore the insulin can be produced at the normal rate that it really ought to be producing and help to function effectively. So this detox, ladies and gentlemen, is not a joke. Your liver is your main detox organ, but of course it also sometimes is corroded, because of overwork. Sometimes it needs a little break, and what it needs is really that cellular detox. We're not talking about show. We're not talking about those things that you use at home and say, no, that's not detox. We're talking about cellular detox, where the properties of the product get into your cells and pluck out, remove, speak to your cells, and ask your cells to release the toxins that are causing the problem in your system. That is what we experience when we utilize this particular detox tea. It's unlike any. Let me just tell you, in case you're wondering to yourself how you get toxins in your system, the average human being is exposed to over 7 toxic chemicals on a daily basis. I'm talking about your daily care. Just your soap, for example, your deodorant, your cologne, your perfume, ladies. Your other day cares that needs chemical in order to produce them. You are utilizing. One lady told me the other day that she doesn't use lotion because she thinks that it is too toxic. That's what she told me. I was amazed when I heard it, but it makes sense. The foods that we're eating, and we're talking about now, that in a conversation I had just the other day with a doctor, said to me, Chris, one of the challenges that we face this day is that there was a time when the foods that we consume, they were being produced from the earth. And of course, God has 90 and more minerals in the earth. That's why he said to me, listen, when it's in the earth, when you plant a seed and it grows and goes through the process of, maturation, he says, listen, this particular food absorb all of these nutrients from the soil, and so they are transferred to your eat them. But when we stop using soil, for example, to produce our vegetables, and we are using other type of farming methods, which we have to now pour the nutrients in these, and truly what we're getting are foods that are nutrient depleted and are high in chemicals. Another doctor says, listen, an American apple, for example, from the point of germination to the point where it gets to your table, you're talking about 111 different toxic chemicals that we're consuming on a daily basis. So the need for a detox is very much relevant. It is very necessary. Now, having had that detox, yes, the people having had the detox because your blood sugar was so bad, your pancreas is now damaged. This alone will not help to repair your pancreas, right? You need other stuff in order to repair the pancreas. And one of the things that we're seeing that is helping people to repair their pancreas is what we call the reishi mushroom. If you have never heard about it, if nobody told you about it before, it's your first time, now you're looking at the word, you can actually go and research it for yourself. See what this can actually do for you. Outside of the fact that it regulates your normal body function, and of course, an abnormal is your pancreas being out of what? Just think about it for a minute. The product regulates your normal body function, and of course, an abnormality is your pancreas functioning in a disorderly fashion. So of course, there you go. Right off the bat, you see where that is helping. But of course, this particular product, it is called the Great Protector for a particular reason. It is called the Great Protector, ladies and gentlemen, because of its quality as an adaptogen, right? And of course, what this does is that it supports the physical, the immune, and of course, the mental stress that actually comes on the body basis. This particular product helps to ward it off, and we're going to delve in some more of it, because research has shown that the mushroom itself is very rich in what is called antioxidants, it's called polyphenols, yes, and first, very, very rich in phytonutrients. What are these, ladies and gentlemen? These are the micronutrients that you would normally receive from the soil when you consume your food. So all the you need, all the vitamins, all the essential vitamins and minerals that the body needs in order to function effectively, yes, can be found in this particular mushroom. Now, please note that you may be saying, but hold on, I know mushroom in the bush. I have it in the country. No, these mushrooms that we're talking to you about are specialized mushrooms that are cured for a very long time in Japan. Yes, these people, they have farms of these things, acres and acres of these things. And based on my research, before the point of usage, these things normally take a 10-year period before they can be used. That's how long they take. So therefore, you're talking about all of your phytonutrients, everything that the body needs in order to function effectively. the mushroom here that we're talking about, reishi, is also rich in what we call polysaccharides. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these are natural chemical compounds that literally lowers your blood pressure level and, of course, increase insulin resistance. Think about that for a minute. That's what research has shown that these mushrooms are capable of doing for you. Right? While reducing, while improving the insulin resistance, it is also very useful in ensuring that the pancreas tissues, ladies and gentlemen, are not damaged. And in the case where they are damaged, this mushroom has the propensity to actually repair them. And later on, I'm going to prove this to you by sharing a testimony of somebody who, I met the gentleman, his blood sugar was at 26 and he was on metformin. This man was taking all of the regular medications and his blood sugar was never ever below 26, and just by using these things, the man's life has changed dramatically, right? So, of course, enabling the effective function of the pancreas is very important, and that this thing actually do. Additionally, we have seen where the polysaccharides, ladies and gentlemen, has other functions, and one of the functions that it has is that it slows the digestion and delay the absorption of sugar. That is why drinking juice is not so much of a good thing, because when you juice, for example, your good carrot, and you juice your good beetroot, or you juice your let's say your cucumber or your lettuce, what you're really doing when you do that is that you are separating the juice from the pulp. Right? And so when you're drinking all of this juice into your system, basically doing is rushing whatever you're drinking, goes straight to your bloodstream ASAP, because there's no fiber. Literally slows the digestion process. What we are seeing in terms of research is that the reishi has the capability to slow the digestion and delay the absorption of the sugars. So therefore, it gives your pancreas a little breathing space. If you are that girl, that is eating that like you really ought not to be eating, then this is something good for you. And so as a result of that, what you find is that you have a controlled blood sugar after your meals, right? Reishi mushroom, ladies and gentlemen, also boosts the immune system against infections and viruses, which are usually associated with type 2 diabetes. So the guy who gets the cut, for example, and usually once somebody gets a cut, then of course it's amputation, because this thing is just not healing. With the reishi mushroom, is that it is helping now to slow the infection process. So that infection, that you get, for example, a cut, and instead of it becoming infected, you find that it starts to heal because of the properties that are associated with the reishi mushroom. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're getting value for your money, 7 in the chat. Of course, it also lowers the blood pressure, produces less pressure on your system, and of course your cholesterol, which of course these things are also associated with diabetes, and of course can help to prevent your stroke. Interestingly, reishi mushroom is also very, very, very supportive of proper renal function. Yes, we have persons who would have shared with us that as a result they were diabetic and they were heading towards that thing. Yes, I'm not going to call the name, but you pay a lot of money for it on a weekly basis to get it done. Yes, but what happened is that when they start using the thing, they realize that as opposed to it, getting worse, things actually improve. So in essence, we're saying to you that this particular product with the Televina Detox Tea is perfect for proper management of your blood sugar, proper regulation of your blood sugar. Again, if you're getting value, drop the number 7 in the chat. If I'm making sense, drop the number 7 in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, another of these mushrooms, like I said before, the reishi, it's available to the person the person who invited you, they have these mushrooms available at 3 different, types. You have the Gano, which is just pure, capsules. Very, very effective. You take this like once per day, but of course it is a limited amount. And then you have the powder, the reishi extract, which is one of the most potent ever available to mankind. And of course, this one now is where you sprinkle it on your foods, your vegetables, etc., or you actually use it, in your coffee, etc. And then the big bad reishi spore oil. It doesn't get any much better than this. The pill and the powder is a joke when it comes on to the spore oil. The only challenge is that the spore oil is a lot more expensive. Why is it more expensive? Because it's 2.5 pounds of certified reishi that makes 1 capsule. That's a lot. But I'm telling you, this is like an atomic bomb of good health being deposited into your system. Another mushroom that is now on the horizon and is really, really exciting people, pardon me, when it comes to the issue of, managing blood sugar, is the shaga mushroom. Now, the shaga mushroom, ladies and gentlemen, in case you wasn't aware, is the most nutritious mushroom available. And this is a nutrient-dense superfood. So you name the minerals, you name the vitamins. That is why when you combine this with the reishi and, somebody who is actually having blood sugar problems, after a period of time, don't hear very doctors are asking you what on God's they've been using, because it is simply amazing. So really to regulate the immune system, regulating the immune system means it strengthens it, and it has those high potency glucans, right? And of course antioxidants. These properties they are shown through research to help to lower your sugar levels. And let me just caution you that an overusage of this particular mushroom will cause your blood sugar to become so low that if you're not careful, you get to the point where you become hypoglycemic, which is a very low drop in your blood sugar. So that's how powerful it is. You know what I mean? That is why whatever is recommended, you don't go over it, because it is that powerful. Interestingly, the shaga mushroom is the mushroom now that is known to support strong blood vessels. It actually reinforces the blood vessels based nutrient content of the particular of the mushroom, right? So that is why one lady who shared with us some weeks ago, her blood sugar was at 24 when she started. But what happened now is that when she got on the sugar, when she got on the tea along with the reishi, one of the things that she was experiencing was poor vision. She was literally blind. She could not see. But what happened now? 1 month later, guess what happened? She was able to see the blood sugar was at 5. And all she did was just use the 3 products. She was on no doctor's medication because they told her, they wanted to see some stuff, and she wasn't willing to wait. She wasn't willing to do what they were, supposed to do. She decided to listen. I need to get this thing because I heard that it is good and I want to try it. And what happened eventually is that the blurriness, the darkness of the eyes, became a thing of the past, and the vision was restored. Why? Because the blood vessels are supported by the shaga mushroom. It has properties that enhances the quality and the strength of your blood vessels, allowing the blood to be able to flow properly. Ladies and gentlemen, the body is really about blood flow. If your blood is flowing effectively and efficiently through the body, you have no worries. That's what it really is. But of course, all of these things that we're talking about are things that can lead to the struggle of the blood going through those vessels. And of course, you see here, it works for you. Now, the guy or the girl who is overweight, you are obese, if your BMI is over 25, is 25 rather, and below, you are considered to be overweight. If your BMI is 30, anywhere between 25 and 30, you are in the obese category, right? You can't be 5'5", for example, and weigh 200 pounds. You can't be 5 feet and you're weighing 200 pounds. It doesn't work like that. You are a recipe for disaster, in the long term. Even if it looks like nothing is happening now, then, you may be know it if you're overweight. So it is very, very important that you're controlling your weight and you're living within a certain limitations, right? Making sure that you're consuming, as minimum as starches as possible and, avoid sugar, all the best for you. No, here is a line of weight guys, that is able to help you now to manage your weight properly. We have the HCG. The HCG speaks to your hypothalamus and say to you, listen man, you are a little bit too avaricious. Why are you consuming so much food? You're full, right? In addition to that, the HCG also activates the natural HCG hormone in the body, which of course speeds up your metabolism with loads of energy and cause it to burn those extra fats that you're carrying. The Life Capsule, suppress your appetite. The Life Capsule also speed up your metabolism, provides you with loads of energy. The Atom, that's my favorite. Because I went to the gym. Why did I take 2? Because the Atom, ladies and gentlemen, thermogenic fat burner. And as a thermogenic fat burner, we're talking about in your loads of fat being stored throughout your body, but the fat is not being utilized because your metabolism is slow. So therefore, what do we need now? We need something to get into the system and to call the fat to action and say, listen, you're not just here to sleep and to eat. You are here to work. Get to work. And so the fat starts to do what to do. And so you'll see yourself having loads of energy while you are taking the Atom. The Ignite, for those people who are struggling with indigestion challenges, for people who are struggling with the issue of the acid reflux and the irritable bowel syndromes and all of these things. Digestive enzymes. You have the lipase, you have the protease, and the amylase. These are digestive enzymes that are designed to help you to digest your food properly so as to alleviate those challenges that you may encounter. People lose. There are people here who are struggling because for one reason or the other, when night comes, it's as if you're a stranger to sleep. You're unable to sleep, right? So here's a product now that stimulates the natural sleep. And what that does is that it causes it to sleep like a baby. So many people have shared their testimonies where that is concerned. So ladies and gentlemen, this is a line of products that can help you. Remember, we're not telling you now that these products here is going to cause you to lose the weight. That's not what we're saying to you. We're saying to you that when you use these products, they stimulate the fat in your body. And if the fat in your body is stimulated, then of course you are now going to be, a lot more active. And so while you're active, you find that you're losing the weight because fat in your system is designed to work. That's what fat is there for. Fat is to create energy so that you can work and work and work and work. So if you're that guy or girl who is going to the gym and you're not seeing the result, contact the person who invited you here. Importantly, nutrition again. Very important aspect of what we do. In fact, we're providing you with all the nutrition. And here is a situation now where sometimes you are trying to find the right protein. Sometimes you're trying to find, that protein that you. Well, here, ladies and gentlemen, is a meal replacement shake that contains 60 pure plant protein. We also have another with 26 grams of pure plant protein. Also provided with all of the vitamins and minerals that you're lacking. We have all your vegetables and all your fruits that constitute this particular product. Now, one of those things that affects individuals who are struggling with type 2 diabetes in particular is that your vision is poor. You're struggling with a vision challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, look no further. When you combine that reishi, that sugar, and that tea to manage your blood sugar, right? And now you want that totally restored. Yes? Can I tell you? Look no further than this product called it. This is an amazing product that is literally helping people to see again. Yes, people have attested to the. As a result of this, they are now able to see. In other words, once upon a time they were blind and now they are able to see. Last year, right about the same time, I was at a mega presentation in Old Harbour and I met a lovely lady her husband escorted her to me. Came She said, I am unable to see. I said, no problem, you get the sight. And ladies and gentlemen, 5 days later, day 1, mucus was just flowing from her eyes. Day 2, mucus. Day 3, mucus. Day 4, day 5, day 6, and day 7, her eyes were fully open. The lady said, look here, her eyes are so good right now. She's literally stringing needle, and she's able to read the scriptures like she. That's what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. A powerful product that has over 25,000 international units of vitamin A, beta-carotene. And what makes this product so good are the ingredients. We're talking about the bilberry fruit, grape seed, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about lutein. Oh my God. L-taurine. All of these great ingredients are designed for proper eye function. Who do you know this evening that could benefit from this product line? And then again, the issue of erectile dysfunction in men. A product that we recommend for you. One of the products that we recommend for our men, in fact, is this so? Because this product, ladies and gentlemen, comprises of 3 ingredients. You're talking about ingredients such as the ginseng. You're talking about the tonkat ali. And you're talking about the reishi mushroom along with the maca root, right? All 4 constitute this product. But then when you look at what all 4 does, then this is a perfect thing for healthy libido. We see where it also support, a healthy problem. We have loads of men struggling locally, regionally, internationally with prostate challenges, and of course this product has been able to help them according to them. Loads of men have shared their testimony. The most interesting is that it is all natural. You will not have any of those side effects that you would normally experience when you're taking the pharmaceutical stuff, right? None of those. In fact, it is so smooth on the system that you don't even know that you took some body. That's how smooth it is, right? Protecting your prostate, increasing your desire for promotes energy, promotes stamina, support, fertility. Interestingly, helping you to, function effectively where that is concerned. So here is a product that every man needs in his life. Additionally, we also have the same ingredients over there in the Mars in this Tonkat Ali. Now, we want to emphasize the Tonkat Ali as an ingredient, because as an ingredient, the Tonkat Ali is known throughout the field of alternative medicine to significantly bolster your testosterone level. We're talking to you right now, testosterone levels. As a man, you are testosterone. If you are a man and your testosterone is low, then you have a problem, right? So testosterone is male. That's what it is. It makes you a man, right? It gives you all the energy, all the strength that helps you to function effectively in all form of your life that you need performance. So this is available in the form of coffee, the pure testosterone combined with the reishi and of course the coffee beans to give you that support that you need. The reviews that are coming in, ladies and gentlemen, is just second to none. People are sharing some amazing lives have been transformed. All types of positive things are people across the length and breadth of planet Earth. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule this evening to come and to, lock in with us this evening and to understand this thing called diabetes and to know that there is for you, because this particular condition is indeed reversible. We believe that if you do you are taking these products, for example, and you are eating properly, not overindulging in your starches and your sugar, then of course the diabetes can be reversed, because we have seen that in so many people across the length and breadth of Jamaica and of course by extension the world, who have alluded to the fact that their blood pressure and the blood sugar is now under total control just by the use of these products. The other issues that are affected in terms of your eyes, your libido, your kidneys, and all of these things, people are saying, whoa, where were these products all along? Let me just emphasize, these products are only available through the person who invited you here. These products are only available through the people who invited here. They are the ones that have the luxury, that great benefit of selling this product. If you see this on, online anywhere, just lingering around, you could be in for something. A friend of mine recently, when I just started, I should say, he decided that he wanted, for example, the tea. And he went online and he saw it cheaper. He said, Chris, you're trying to rob me. When he went online and bought his, he got 4 sachets, 4 tea bags in each, sachet. I was really sorry for him that he really experienced that, but I wouldn't bother to sell him the one that I have because you're my friend, you should be able to trust me, so it wasn't happening where that was concerned. So, ladies and gentlemen, the person who invited you is the source, the reputable source. That person, misguide you, and the challenges you have, you can always go back to that person. So this thing here is just simply amazing. I want to unmute, just to share their own experience with the product and how it has helped them with their blood sugar, for example. One such person had a vision challenge. This Myrtle, if you are here, please unmute, ma'am, and share with us, help you to improve your vision. For example, Lady Myrtle, go ahead.
Okay, good night, everyone.
Hi, Myrtle.
Yes, the side capsule, I must say, this is a very awesome and amazing product. Reason being, I used to suffer from eye challenges since I am suffering from eye challenges since 2005. I have to be wearing test glasses from that time until I was introduced to these products by one of my darling sister. And because I noticed that each time when I go to the doctor, I noticed that the lens, because for those who wear test glasses will know that you have to change your lenses every 2 years. So I noticed that each time I went, the price for the lens kept going up, and I was like, I don't understand. And when I say go up, I mean by a significant amount. And I was like, I can't understand why the lenses are so expensive. And until the last time I went back to the doctor, that was in 2020. Yes, I decided that I need to know why the price of the lens is going up by this significant amount. So I asked the doctor after finished testing and I got the price and everything. I was shocked. So I asked the doctor, why is it that each time I came, the price for the lens kept going up by this significant amount? And his response to me was that it's because your eyes are getting worse. And I was like, really? Like, seriously? And here am I, have to keep changing these lenses every 2 years. But I was like to myself, this does not make any sense. And when I was introduced to the products, I did not hesitate. So I went and I started off with the detox tea. And I can tell you that all the products are amazing because the tea has helped me with so many issues. I used to suffer from chronic back pain. And when I say chronic, I mean chronic. As a matter of fact, my body was the bearer for pain. Because when you talk about back pain, headaches, belly aches, pain in the legs, you name them, I had them. And I mean like almost every day, if not every day. So I started the detox. I heard about the products and I started taking the detox tea. And a few weeks after taking the tea, I noticed that I'm no longer having these pains. They're slowly, going away. And I was like so surprised because nothing I took. I went to doctor, got so many different medications, and nothing I took helped. And since I've started taking the tea, I noticed that the pain kept on getting less and less until they eventually disappeared. And I was more surprised for the back pain because I had to do x-rays on top of x-rays and did so many different things and nothing worked. And when I realized that this tea helped me so much, and the side capsule helped me so much because after doing that last examination in 2020 with my eyes, I said I'm going to try the site. And can I tell you, after taking the side capsule, I no longer wear test glasses from that time to now. So I can tell everyone on this call tonight that these products really, really work. So I would encourage you to try them because they're very good.
Thank you very much, Lady Myrtle, sharing with us her awesome testimony about the detox key and the site. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the customer that I spoke to you about earlier is unable to connect with us, via this platform, Zoom, because of, connectivity. However, I have him on the phone, and I'm going to let him share with you this evening via the telephone his testimony, ladies and gentlemen, so that you can fully understand that what we are talking about here is absolutely no fluke. So if you are hearing, when I introduce this man, if you're hearing him talk, just drop the number 7 in the chat. If you're not hearing him, let me know that you're not hearing him as well. All right, so let's go. Hey, John, how you doing?
Yeah, good night, number.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard John on the phone? If you're hearing John, let me know. All right, great. You're hearing John loud and clear. Yes, John, good evening, my friend. Happy to have you this evening. How is everything going?
Yeah, everything is going fine and okay, my doc.
All right, no problem, my brother. Bless you. Now, John, I met you approximately 3 months ago, and you had a serious problem. Your blood sugar was about 26. Tell me about it. What was happening to you at that point in time?
Yeah, well, at the time, didn't log in with the doctor, but it's like the doctor, my way, I wasn't getting through with them, with their medication and whatsoever them are treating with. My blood sugar was at 26. And now, from a me start deal with you, my sugar are 6 and 7. My sugar gone down to 6 and 7. And my body just feel normal. Alright, I don't feel like I have any sugar in my system. So all the people who log in with your program, all of them can tell them, just listen to your advice, follow the instruction, eat what to eat, and take the medication till them okay.
Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're hearing John, I want you to drop the number 7 in the chat along with some fire emoji, because what John is saying right now is really some important things. John, you told me as well that you've been getting some compliments from people who knew you from before. What are some of the things that people are telling you now that you have started the product, and of course your blood sugar is now reduced to 6, 5 thereabout, and so on. What are some of the things that people are telling you?
Yeah, well, people are telling me now that they are looking okay in my body and changing up and doing. I must just stick to it, follow the rule, and move on. You understand?
What about skin?
Yeah, my skin is clean and pretty, and everything is okay with my skin also.
John, when I saw you, you had a very, unique looking tummy. Your tummy did look like, you were a little bit on the pregnant side.
Like 9 months. 9 months.
What is that looking like right now?
Well, it's looking like a mommy.
My God.
It's okay now. It looks like a mommy.
Absolutely.
9 months pregnant.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, you are hearing from a young man today. I met him. It seemed as if his life was over. The man was confused. He looked wild. It seemed as if nothing was happening for him. You know what I mean? All because of that blood sugar problem. He had several other complaints that we're not going to discuss right now because, I mean, all of those things are now, you know, functioning very, very. But this is John, and you'd be surprised. You are here and you're saying to yourself, but, you know, John is a very rich man. John rich, you know. But John, just tell the people what to do for a living.
Oh, well, yeah, this truck and around with a solid there.
There you go.
The garbage
So,
from area to area, like Portmore mostly. I sign contract with Portmore, so I don't let that community and go outside of Portmore. I must go to different places, but same place into Portmore.
whoa. So John, what you're basically saying is that it doesn't matter who you are today. People can actually use the products and get the result irrespective of their economic status in life.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling the people in your program. Don't watch the money that they are spending because it's the money that is helping them. So if they want to watch the money, what they are spending, they're going to read where. Because the progress is in the money and in the medication.
Whoa. John, I want to thank you very much for being by this evening. I was trying to get you here with me this evening to sit beside me, but of course, you know, you and so on. But I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to show the people on this webinar this evening. Lots of people are logged in and they are listening to you and they are excited. You know, so the ladies on the call, they are giving you, sharing a lot of hearts. The men are sending up a lot of fire emojis and so on because they're happy for you. They're happy for the success that you have had as a result of this particular change that you decide to make to your life. So let us continue on this path, John, and I will continue to support you. What the people don't even know is that I make your teas for you and take it to you whenever you need them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And what I want to say to the people that die in your program who surround you right now, all them have to do is just stick to the rule, listen to what you say, and then they will okay.
Amazing. Thank you so much, my brother. Have a good evening. I'll check back with you later after the presentation, all right? Wonderful. Thank you very much, my friend. Blessings to you. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Mr. John. Is that guy that I have been singing about for quite some time. I've been telling you about him. Every chance I get, I tell you about him. The man's blood sugar was at 26. The man had a tummy in front of him, guys. The man's skin looked as if he wasn't a human being. But lo and behold, the detox tea cleansed his body, purified his system, and now as a result, the tea along with the reishi and the sugar has helped to be able to manage and regulate his blood sugar to the point where the man says he doesn't feel as if he is diabetic again. And here's the interesting thing. From the day the man started using the Vida products, he has never taken another metformin again. He was on the metformin and it wasn't working for him. And from the day he started these things, there were several days he called me. Boy, listen, man, the thing is at 22, you know, it just set a 5 yet. Boy, the thing is at 19. I said, it takes time, man. Your pancreas was damaged. Period. And right now, he's excited. He's one of the happiest men on God's green earth. Who do you know that is struggling with diabetes? Is there a family member? Is there a friend? What about you? Are you pre-diabetic? Well, guess what happened? Get back to the person who invited you and let that person help you to understand the benefits of these products. Listen, we will not complete this presentation without hearing from our able host, Mr. Clinton Daly. He too, testimony, 38 pounds lighter, and of course, blood sugar is normal. John says his belly is flat like a bummy, let me tell you, I think, Clinton, you can surpass that. Talk to us, Clinton. Give us your story.
Thank you, sir, Christopher. Thank you, sir. Great work, and we love it when you do it. You really get it clear and across, so that person can understand. And I thank those persons who testify. Certainly, I am a benefactor of the Vina Divina products. I was pre-diabetic. My A1C was at 6.3. I was also weighing over 203 pounds. And when I was introduced to the detox tea, within the first week of me drinking that detox tea, I lost 10 pounds. And I realized that was predominantly waste that was stuck inside of me. Waste and toxin. So that was my first benefit that I experienced from it. May I tell you that after 2 months, my A1C went down from 6.3 to 5.9. And I lost within that period approximately 30 pounds. Not only that, you talk about the belly, I had a belly in front of me. No, there is no belly. Flat like a bummy, as Sir John said. And I tell you, I have all the energy. I'm able now to walk in the morning for like over almost 40 minutes. And that was something that was challenging for me. In fact, there was a time when I tried to do exercise. And into the third day, I would have been in pain. And I would have to sort of stop the exercise. Now I can go day after day after day in the morning early before I go to work. Because I have the energy. I feel much better. So the products are just remarkable. They are just the things that the body needs to live that meaningful and wonderful life. So, Mr. Christopher, yes, sir, the product works, and I love it, and I have my wife and I are on it, and we drink that tea every day. We take the capsule. We consider it as a very crucial part of our diet, and we don't go without it, sir.
Thank you so much, my friend and my brother, sir, sharing, that remarkable story from your heart, and are listening and they're watching, and people are really excited, and people are now, deciding really, which of the products they should start with. Let me just tell you guys, it's imperative that you get that detox tea first. That you have the detox, then you must now move into, move into your sugar. And of course, if you have other challenges like vision issues, of course, the whole issue of erectile dysfunction for the ladies is venous, not erectile dysfunction, but low libido, for the ladies, then it's the venous. For the men with erectile dysfunction, then it's the coffee, and the Mars, and of course, you will see some great results from that. You're struggling with your eyesight, there's a problem, you're not seeing well. Then, of course, any type of degeneration, whether it be macular degeneration, whether it be glaucoma, whether it be cataract, you name it, that site has properties that can help you, to really enjoy your best life. So, ladies and gentlemen, you locked in with us this evening, and I just want to tell you that we appreciate your presence with us. We look forward to having you again. But the important thing you can do from this presentation is to take action. Get back to the person who invited you and let them know that you are now ready to take action. Your health is your wealth. As a Christian, your body is your temple. Make sure you take care of it. Make sure that you eliminate those pains, you eliminate that diabetes out of your system, because it is reversible. Get back to the person that invited you and let them know that we are ready, to get started. And of course, once you do that, we will also provide you with, some very, very important meal decisions that you need to make, because, eating the right things is also important, very, very imperative to the success of the process. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you. Thank you, Sir Clinton. for hosting us this evening. Thanks to all the people who invited others on this presentation. Really, really happy to see all of you. Of course, some persons, are now making those decisions. The thing to do is just to get whoever invited you, because that's the person that has the products that you need in order to get healthy. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much again. We look forward to having you on another health and wellness seminar as we seek to help you improve the overall quality of your health. God bless you all. See you next week when we do it all over again. Bye-bye.